For this body scan meditation, I'd like you to feel free and safe to find your way into a supine position, laying down all the way flat onto your back. Take your time getting there, lowering with intention and ease, feeling each limb, and finally your back and head make contact with the surface beneath you. Now stretch out your feet and hands a little further from your body, as if someone is opening you up from each end like a piece of taffy. Then settle in. Settle down. Let everything sink down heavy and mold down into the mat or earth. Breathe here. At whatever pace or depth feels like you can be present. In through your nose, let your belly and chest rise and your ribs expand. Out through your nose, feeling everything return back to your center. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more on your own. Now let's begin our scan. This whole month has been about addressing any tightness in the body and also just finding awareness in general in our physical vessel. So let's see where we lie. A body scan meditation is also wonderful in assisting us to be fully present, fully embodied. Start down at your toes. Notice if naturally you tend to make tiny wiggling movements even at rest. With such awareness, do you feel tingly and alive in your feet, or simply still? Let yourself be rooted just like your heels are digging into and rooted into the surface below you. Contact and security. Keep your breath going. Start to scan up your body. You could almost picture yourself as an empty vessel being filled with water or light as we move upwards. Or that your skin is a bland color now, but slowly being painted with life and awareness as we move from toes up to head. Feel your calves rest heavy and softly splay outwards. Relax your kneecaps if you found them clenched. Find a gentle rolling outwards of your thighs and release any control that you want to take of the position of your legs. Just let them fall where they may. Inhale, send breath now into the front of your hips, an area that is frequently shortened and tight. Instead, lengthen here. As you exhale, sense that your hip flexors are ironed out longer. Then truly feel your glutes rest against your mat and dismiss any tightening that has tried to creep into your body here. And breathe. Now breathe into your belly. Feel the rise and fall here for a couple rounds. Constant and simple. Sense how your low back and kidney area can stop whatever signals they normally like to emit, and instead really truly feel how relaxed you can get here. Send breath into your low back. If you'd like, you can now slightly shift your breath so that your ribs expand outwards on an inhale, and return to center on an exhale, almost like wings being opened and closed. One more cycle just like this. We'll move now into our hands. If you haven't already, choose a palms up position. Gently engage or wiggle your fingers. Do they feel tingly? Do they feel like your own? Release now and feel them gently curl into their resting position as your back of your hand and wrist are solid and grounding. Scan up your forearms, your biceps. Let your arms roll in or out depending on what feels natural. Feel that breath moving now towards the front of your open, expanded shoulders and into your chest. Here at our hearts, the two lines connect. Spend several moments here paying attention to the rise and fall of your chest. Let your back be wide and planted. The outer tips of your shoulders roll downwards as you find some buoyancy in your front body. Simply breathe and pay attention. Returning to our water or paint analogy, start to fill up through the front, sides, and back of your neck, your traps. Let your spine be elongated but not forced. Spend an extra breath to let your throat soften. Now feel the earth or mat underneath your skull. Let it hold it. Let it take the weight so that you can be entirely disengaged. Drop in here. Allow this feeling of being cared for and softened move across the back of your skull to the top and over onto your forehead. Let your eyes drop. Your temples soften downwards and outwards. Find space behind your back molars as you unclench your jaw. 3 deep breaths. Take a quick assessment of your whole body here. Find maybe one area that needs an extra little bit of love for one more breath. Now let the corners of your mouth turn upwards into a little smile. As you end this meditation, feeling embodied, softened, and buzzing. Thank you for joining.